One of the popular ideas that I saw in the forums was the idea that we can trust the tradition or the church in general throughout history to kind of help us know if we're on the right track when we're reading and understanding the Bible. And I think that in general that's a great idea, and it's been around since the very beginning. I mean, Irenaeus, when he was one of the very first theologians, used this and promulgated this idea. The problem, of course, is what happens when the church is wrong, and not just wrong, but like dead wrong. So, for example, I mean, the easy Mickey Mouse example is slavery, right? The church was wrong about slavery. Not universally. There's always been a faction or a minority, at least, in the church that has pushed back against interpretations that validate or allow for slavery. But there have also been people and interpreters who have allowed for it, and not just slavery, but chattel slavery, like you don't just own a person, but also their children. I mean, a pretty rough belief, if there ever was one, and yet one that at least didn't get completely pushed back against by the church. If we are depending on the church and the church alone, and the tradition alone to norm our interpretations, we got to be careful. And so for those of you who are inclined to go that way, and again, I'm not knocking it. I take the tradition seriously too. But if you're inclined to go that way, you also need to have maybe something else, some other factors, because it doesn't happen often. But when it happens, it's bad.